Okay, so can you hear my guitar okay there? So it goes like... So that's the easy bit. So here's a bit more with some hammer-ons. Again. Yeah, okay. So what we'll do is we'll look at the simplified version first, and then we'll have a look how to add in them little riffs. Okay. So I'm going to mute you, by the way. So to begin with, you have 3 on the top. So yeah, use your second finger for that 3. So that should sound like... And then you go back to the 3 on the top there. Okay. And then you sort of take that shape you were just doing with the 3 and 2 above, but just take it down a string. So, and then to the 2, 0. And then go back up to the 2, 5th string. So here's what we got so far. Okay, have a little go at that. That's it. That's it, that looks good, Paul. I can see your fingers. Okay, so the next bit starts off pretty similar, but then you go to this 0 on the 4th string, so... Okay, so just practice that. Okay, and the last bit is on the 5th string, 2, 3, then 0, and then resolve on the 3 on the top. Da, 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 da. That's it. So pretty much with this you are using just your 2nd and 1st finger like that. So anything on the 3rd fret is going to be your 2nd finger. Anything on the 2nd fret is your 1st finger. Okay. So Stuart, let's have a little listen to that. If you want to unmute.
Yeah, I'll unmute. Classic for the bit.
Oh wait there, I'll move it over there.
Yeah. It's all right then.
That was it. Just the last.
Yeah, I couldn't see it great.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, nice and smooth. Excellent. Go on, Paul.
Oh, hang on. No, hang on. Door's just gone, the dog's starting to...
It's not because of your guitar playing, is it?
It's crying, yeah. Oops.
Okay, excellent. So let's practice a few little hammer-ons and just get used to it. These are fast hammer-ons, so the speed of the hammer-on can alter. Okay, so what I mean by that is, say you got a 0 to 2 hammer. If I was to hold the 0 and then hammer it, that would be a long hammer-on. Okay, so you can do one just a little bit quicker, so you can hold the 0 and just hammer it on a bit sooner. So to do a fast one, as soon as you hit the 0, you press on. So it's sort of like an instant one. you don't really want to hear the 0. It gives a little effect, just better than hitting the 2. Gives that tiny little effect to it. Okay, so that's going from a 0 to a fret. Let's try going from a fret to a fret. So we're going to practice hitting the 2 and hammering on the 3. So you got to keep your first finger down on the 2 and hammer on the 3. And if you notice, my first finger doesn't pull up. I end up with both fingers down. Okay. So 2's it, yeah. And it's a fast one as well, this. So as soon as you hit the 2, hit the 3. That's my dinner, a cup of soup. That's how hard times are getting. Only for time, not for money. Like, just having time. Right, okay. So we got our 3, 0. Whereas in the first one, it goes 3, 0, 2. This time you're going to hit 3, 0. And then you're going to hit the 0 again. And then do the hammer on there. So let me zoom on. There. So that's your fast hammer on. And the reason the 0 is so small is showing you how little of it you want to hear. Okay, so putting them together. So you're actually hitting the 0 twice there. 3, 0. And then on the second 0, you're doing your little hammer on. And then back to that 3. So. And you can see above it, the simplified version is just 3, 0, 2, 3. Okay. So let's get on to the next bit then. So here you're going to go onto that 5th string and do that 2 to 3 hammer. Can you see it there? 2 to 3 hammer. And then you go to the 4th string and you go 0 to 2 hammer. So you got... And then just straightforward notes after that. Oops, let's get that back over there. So. Okay. So here's the next bit. So start on the 3. Okay, and the very last bit, you're on the 5th string, you hit 2, and then you hit the 2 again, but do a very fast hammer to the 3, so. And 0. Okay, I'm going to put the whole thing on, so hopefully by now you've got used to hammering on, and you do that very quick hammer. So Paul, do you want to go first this time? So take your time, you know. Lovely. This one is 2 to 3, so you got to hold down the 2.
I'm gonna do that again.
That's it. That's on the 4th string, 0, 2. Let's have a look at this at the end here, Paul. So you got to play the 2, and then pluck the 2 again, but then hammer to the 3 quick. That's it, and then 0. That's it. So what you did is, I think you accidentally put a 0 in front of that, but what you did there was perfect. Okay, we're gonna go for it all again. So sometimes when you're doing your hammer on too quick, that you can't even hear the note before it. It's like sort of, it is fast, but it's not like, you know, you got to hear a little bit of the note you're hammering, so the little tiny note there. Go, let's give it one more go. There. So that should be a 0-2 hammer. No, you're going, you're doing this bit here. Do you know at the top? 3-0-2. If you can see it says 3-0-0-2 quick.
Right. No.
Do it again. There you go. And then get ready on the 2. That's it.
Missed.
Pluck the right string, the 4th string. Pluck the right string.
Oh.
That's it. That's it.
Lost it.
That's it, honest. I know you probably thought that was painful, but it was a lot better than the other one. And you're getting used to the hammer on now. I reckon a few more goes through that and start getting more and more fluent. And it is nicer to play that than the simplified version, which is just, I think, is now a bit too easy for you. So
Right.
it's nice to add that in. You got both options anyway, Stuart. Let's see how we're getting on here.
Sorry.
That should be a 0-2, that on the 4th string then.
0-2. All right.
That's it. Excellent, yeah. Really good use of your hammer-ons there, doing it fast as well. But just to remind you that doing a hammer-on has different speeds. So when we do another song, it's rare you do hammer-ons that quick. They're more likely to be, or even longer. You know, that quick is probably a bit rarer, so just remember there's different speeds of hammer-ons. But yeah, nice one. How did you find that, Stuart? It's pretty cool, that, yeah. Let's have a look. We did do you remember us doing the intro to Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd? Well, we've not had a look at the chords. Okay. So what I want to do is, I want to... Do you all... You're both familiar with your G like this, ain't you? So your G. And you have a... That's it. And you got these 2 fingers on here. So when you move them 2 down, 1, like that, and keep the shape, that is called a C add 9. Okay. Even though we call it a C, it's actually a C add 9. It'll be in your buskers chords, Paul. I don't know if I give you a list of buskers chords there. So just to let you know, it's called C add 9. A lot of guitarists go CAD 9 because they're just reading it wrong. They're seeing it as C add 9, like CAD 9. So when you can see the well, I'm not going to look at the intro because that's something we've done. But if you look at the first line, this C add 9 for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, then to a D chord. 1, 2. So Paul, that starts on the C add 9. So drop it down. What are you saying?
Is the D a busker's D or
No, a normal D. It's only the C add 9, which is the buskers.
Victor?
I mean, you probably could get away with it. I can't see why not really, but it just goes to a normal D. We'll talk about the strumming in a bit. I just want you to do 4 straight strums on everything. We'll have a little go. let me just clarify the A minor tier. So putting that finger on the second string first fret, and then these two in the middle there. That should give you an A minor. So Paul, that's the C add 9. I'm just going through the other chords, which might give a bit of confusion. So A minor, that's it, that looks good. Oh yeah, good start. Get them on the middle, there you go. And then you got your D chord, your triangle chord. That's it. So Paul, stay there. Move your fingers slightly over to your left. Slide them over, there you go. You always want to be that side of your frets, do you know what I mean? Not the back end of your frets. And then your G. Okay, so we've got 4 chords here. So let's see if we can go through this nice and slow. We're not doing a fancy pattern yet. We're just going to do 4 big strums each chord. Ready? C add 9. Let's start on the C add 9. You ready? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then to D. 1, 2, 3. A minor now. So 1, 2, 3. Then to G. 1, 2, 3. Then to D. 1, 2, 3. C add 9. A minor. That's it, that's better. G. Okay, that got better and better the more you did it there. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. So from the C add 9. That's it, after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C add 9. We're going to go to D, you ready now? D, 2, 3, A minor now. 1, 2, 3, to G. 1, 2, 3, then to D now. So 1, 2, 3, C add 9. 1, 2, 3, A minor. Make sure, Paul, on that A minor, you get your first finger on the second string and these two are in the middle strings. Are they in the middle strings there? Yeah, there. That's it, yeah. I thought they looked a bit low. Yeah, so that should sound a lot better now. So what was good there, I could see on your fingers, Paul, when you were moving from the D to C add 9. This is a good move to just be aware of that you did. So you did your D and you C add 9, you put your little finger under and then you move these. So that was nice and smooth. So D to C add 9, you put your little finger under, then move it not too high to the C, that's it. So that's a nice little move there from a D to a C add 9. Not as high as you think. Now the thing what you sometimes do is when you put your little finger on and you move them, you start to take these fingers off by accident. So you got to keep them planted down. So D, put your little finger on, keep them planted down and move the top two. So practice that one little move again. Little finger on, keep them planted down. There. See how solid that is now. Just be aware of the little details of lifting your fingers off by accident. It's good to just address that. We're going to do that one more time and then we're going to have a look at a strumming pattern because it is in 16th strumming. So C add 9, you ready? Let's get there. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C add 9, 2, 3, and then to D, 1, 2, 3, A minor. G from pain. Then we're going to go to D. C add 9, so little finger on, and then move up. A minor to G. So at the moment our strumming hands kind of just very static. Okay. So what we want to do is get our 16th strumming, which might, if we put a G chord on, and what I want you to do is 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a da 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 to C add 9. So D, think you can tell. Okay, so at the moment you can hit every strum, but eventually you'll want to take some off. You want to be like, so the whole point is my hands moving at that speed, and you don't have to hit every strum. Okay, I know that takes a lot of time to get that concept, but let's just get the strumming pattern going. And I want your hand to just let it go and just let it keep going. Det 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 and a 2E and a 1E. Get ready on C add 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. So C add 9. So they can tell. A minor, heaven from hell. Blue skies, G from pain. Can't be tell it we feel. From C add 9 will rain. Smile, A minor from the veil. Till G can tell. Yeah. So the majority of that, then I can see your strumming hand, Paul. You did keep it going through all the changes. You kept your strumming going, which is brilliant. And obviously, when you had to think about the chord, your hand stopped. But I would rather you just keep strumming, even though you're probably not hitting a chord. You know, just keep the strummy hand. The whole point is to try and get that on automatic pilot. You should be able to have a conversation with someone and keep that going without it stopping. You know what I mean? So it's just like an automatic response. Yeah, that's what's happening when people are strumming. They're not thinking of up, down, 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 up, down. They're not thinking of patterns. It's got to be a natural response. Okay, so I'm going to sing it now. So from the C add 9. So let's get our strumming. 1E and a 2E and a... You ready? C add 9, C. So you think you can tell D? A minor, heaven from hell. Those G's got some pain. And D, feel from a cold C add 9 rail. A minor, smile from the veil. G, think you can tell. That's good. That's good. All right, Paul, if you want to unmute, let's have a little listen. So get your 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4. Get your hand moving.
Wait, what? Play it down.
Yeah, 9. D. A minor. G. D. And 9. A minor. Okay. So there's a few things that's happening. So I don't expect you to cure them tonight, but I'm just going to let you know where you're heading. So at the moment, on some of the chords, you are just hitting like random open notes that don't belong to the chord. So say you C add 9, listen. That doesn't belong to it. So in time, when you get confident, we'll be putting our thumb there to mute it. So it'll be like... That's it. Try that now. That's good. The other thing is we're hitting every up and down, which is what I've told you to do. So it sounds a bit too on, it sounds a bit too punk. So I think you can tell. So what you got to do is maybe learn to just keep your hand going and just hit it a bit more sparser, like bring your hand off. So just have a go moving your hand and just place it on every now and then. Get your hand going. That's it. So that's early days of getting your freedom with your strumming.
Right.
So that's a work in progress. So that's not bad at all. What you just done there was really good at this stage. So yeah, great. Go on, Stuart. So C add 9.
That bit. Yeah. Down.
G.
D.
C add 9.
A minor.
So your your chords and your strumming pattern is pretty solid. With you, it's just the transition from chord to chord. It's you're creating a little gap. That's all. But it's not too bad. There's more good than bad in it. I would suggest, like, when you're doing your C add 9, to me it sounds like when you go into your D, you're starting the chord again like that.
I am. I do.
Right. Okay. So watch this. Watch how I do it. Can you see me?
Oh yeah.
Most of the time, this third finger stays down. What's that?
Sometimes like the finger's a man of its own. Like the finger's a man of its own.
I know. So when you do your C add 9, I want you to do your C add 9. Have you got it on? Now, I want you to be able to take everything off by your third finger. And then place the D on. So you're keeping your third finger down.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is going to help you with the transitions in between chords. So do the C add 9. Keep everything on by your third finger. Like that. And then place the D on. Do one more time. Keep your third finger on. You'll start to feel the change speeding up. Does that feel a bit quicker?
Yeah, it feels better. Yeah.
So when you are practicing, there's no harm in just spending 5 minutes just practicing changes.
Yeah.
And when you're going backwards, from your D to your C add 9, put your little finger on and put these up there. Yeah, there you go. So I think that's enough on that song. You've got this verse which we've just done. The verse 2 is the same but just different lyrics, and then it does that intro section that. Do you remember us doing that? If you're unsure on that, you can watch that session back, or I have a video on that as well. And then the third verse is the same, but it's great lyrics and great melody and stuff like that. So let's have a little look at AC/DC, Riffraff. we might have done this in the past, Stuart. Do you remember it?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to recap over it or do something new?
Due. Yeah, but that's all right. Riffraff.
Yeah, shall I have a little go over it?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to go over things as well and just try and refine it a bit more. So I'm going to demonstrate it to you. So let's read it. Oh. Okay, you ready for it?
No.
All right. So it starts off with a power chord, but not in the sense with 2 fingers. We're going to use an open chord. So I want you to put your first finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Okay, so there. Can you see that? Let me make myself a bit bigger here. And then you're going to be plucking. Are you on the 2nd fret there, Paul? Yeah. You're going to be plucking the 5th string and the 4th string together like that. So really the 5th string should be the 0 and the 4th string should have your finger on it on the 2. And that is a power chord, but using an open note. See, it's got the same shape as a power chord if you were to do that, but just using the open note. I think sometimes it confuses people when they have to power chord on a open string. So you hit that twice. Okay, now what you got to do is go on the 5th string, you're going to go 3, 4. So you're going to use your 2nd finger and your 3rd finger. So it goes. Second and 3rd finger, that's it. And then you're going to go to the 4th string below it and go 2, 4. Okay. And now on that 5th string you're going to do a 3-0 pull off. So you're going to play the 3 and pull off. So don't just lift it off, Paul. You got to like pluck it off with your finger. That's it there. So you got to create that 0 sound after the 3. So you're going to use your first finger to do that 3-0. So use your first finger. Okay, your first finger. You're using your 2nd finger, Paul. Yeah, use your first finger. Yeah. And then you're going to hit your little finger with that 5 on the 4th string. So. It's not as far as you think. So do do da. And then as soon as you've done that, you do another 3-0. So. And then 2 more power chords. So once you've done them 2 power chords, you've actually then got to do another 2 power chords to start it. So in actual fact, when you get to here, you're doing it 4 times that power chords. 3, 4, and then 2, 4. And then use your first finger on the 3-0, little finger on the 5, next string down, 4th string, back to the 3-0, and then power chords. Yeah, so this actual shape in itself, this 3 zeros and that 5, is actually a power chord in itself. So see, then doing the 3-0, and the little finger's on the 5 there. So go. So it actually makes the shape of a power chord. Okay. Right, let's have a little listen. Stuart, do you want to go first with that? Excellent, yeah. So the first 3-0 pull off, you went down, down, which is brilliant. And the second one, you went did-um. You did that fast one there. So it is, out of the two of them, it is the slower version. So the do-down, down, do-down. That's it, there. It is the slower one. I know I was playing it all fast, but
Yeah.
if you've got to like play everything at the speed you're comfortable with. You can't just do some bits mega fast and some bits slow. That's it. Excellent. Nice one, yeah, nice and smooth. Go on, Paul. So Stuart, see if you can do it 4 times over. Go on, Paul. There. That should be a 3-0, not a 2-0.
Ah. Great.
That's it. That's it. Go on, give it one more go. Oh, 3-0 on the. That's it. Oh, fifth string. That's it, yeah. So just to point out that when you do the 3-0, that 5 is on the next string down and then back to the 3-0. So it's skipping string. But yeah, that was good. That was not that bad at all, really. Let's have a look at the when it's done that 4 times. We got this chord things where it goes. So D to G, we had a little look at what to change between these. That's it. So your little finger needs to. So say we're on the D. So we're going D, G, D. So D, G, D. So from the D, you want to put your little finger on, and then move up to the G notes. Put your little finger on, and then take everything off by your 3rd finger, and then put the D back on. That's good, Paul. Yeah, that's it. So D, G, D, and then D, G, D, G, D. Stu, do you want to play me that these chords?
Yeah, try it.
Just one strum on each, you know. It's D, G, D.
One strum.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the next bit.
I keep my finger on it. Like you told me.
I mean, that is good exercise for that change in there.
I keep my finger on it.
Yeah, the 3rd finger. Nice one.
Yeah.
Paul, let's have a little listen. And then from there you go back to the riff, but 2 times. Okay. So let's just imagine we've done that. So here's the next bit. So let me just zoom in a little bit. You've got on the 5th string you've got 4, and on the 4th string you got 5. So it's kind of like an upside version of the G. So 4 and 5. Just double check you're on 4 and 5 frets.
Oh, well.
Pluck them 2, Paul, so can hear them. That's it. And what happens is it moves up to 5 and 6, so you just move that shape up. Da-da. That's it. Oh, so it goes. Da-da. That's it. That's it. Okay. So now you got to add a 0 after it on the 6th string, so it goes. And one last 4, 5. Stop there, and then you do a power chord, but it's not on the A this time. It's on the. You sort of put your first finger on the 5th string. That's it. So that's a power chord with the top 2 strings. And the only thing I didn't show you there is it starts on a power chord. So you play the power chord, and then you go da da bom da da bom da da bom da da, power chord da da bom. So go on, Paul, from the here. Start with a power chord. That's it. Then 4, 5.
4, 5.
That's it. No, they're both on 5. One's got to be 4, one's got to be 5. There you go. Oh, that one should be the power chord there. So when you've done that 4 to 5 slide thing, see that as a power chord. Don't just hit a 0 on its own.
Nice.
I'll play it to you. Kind of funky, innit? That's it, up to speed. But yeah, it's nice. It's worth practicing because it's not too hard, I suppose. Go on, Stuart.
If I've got my finger right one, you mean?
Yeah, that's the power chord. That's it.
That it?
Are you missing?
Well, I missed off the 2, what is it? Yeah. That bit.
Yeah, go on, start it again and read it through.
Please.
And it cycles around. Dom, dom, da da. Yeah, good, nice one though. Really well played and nice and smooth. Let's have a look. That's all I had really for the session because normally we won't get through that, but it just reminded me of another song. It's only because there's only 2 of you, so we got through things pretty quick. There's a good song which involves that fast D to G movement. So see if you recognise it. Oh wait there, let's get the right note. Oh yeah, 5/8. Darling, you gotta let me know. Should I stay or should I go? So we can have a little go at that intro. It's pretty cool. So it's D to G. And do you know how sometimes we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and we always hit on the 1? Well, this song you don't hit on the 1. It goes 1. Ba da 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 da. So you're actually missing out the 1, and you can see on the chart it says so here. See there, there's no chord on 1. It's on the and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Ba da da G G G G D. So D D D G G G G D. All downstrokes you can do because it's like a punk sort of sound. So 3 Ds. That looks good, Paul. Yeah, you got the right attitude with it, all downstrokes. Nice. Now you've worked on that D to G change, then it's sounding good. So what happens here is you've got these 3 mutes. So you place your hand on the fretboard like that. See this, Paul? You place your hand on the fretboard and go. So I'm not pressing down, I'm just getting a clicky sound just by gently touching that. So you got. See that? Yeah. And beware. Sorry, excuse me. Right down your ear. When you do the mute, make sure you're not pushing down too hard on the strings. It's got to be very gentle. The strum doesn't have to be gentle, but your fingers have to be gentle. Okay, so the next bit, you do the chords again. Da 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 da. Okay, and then this time it does a 5 to 8 hammer on. So you put but on the first string. So I'll show you. I messed it up first time, but I'll just. So you put your finger on the 5th fret. I think I said 5th string, 5th fret. So you pluck that and you hammer on the 8. So you'd have to use your little finger. And keep your first finger down. That's it. So don't lift your first finger up. So you should end up with 2 fingers down together. So that's. And that's a fast hammer. Da-dum. Okay, I'm going to have a little listen to that. The 2 there. So you got da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Mute, mute, mute. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da. And what we can do is we can pick up the song next session. Just to let you know, it's half term next week, so I'm away in the Lake District, so it'll be the week after. Go on, Paul, let's have a hear. I'll send out an email anyway to remind you all.
Three.
3, yeah. Yeah, lovely, yeah. Bit of practice. Are you familiar with the tune?
Yeah.
Yeah, class song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on, Stuart.
Yeah. Hold on.
D.
D.
And then mute the strings and lovely 3 times. Yeah, and then back to the D. And then a little down. That's it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't see your strummy change, but just to make sure that when you're doing the D,
Yeah.
you put your little finger on and moving them up
Yeah.
there. Yeah. It did sound pretty cool. I'm just double checking that's what you're doing. Alright, gents, we're going to leave it at that. I think we will pick that song up next time because it is a good one to do as like beginner one. And it brings in the F as well, which is a bit challenging. But yeah, so I'm not going to be here next week. I'll be here the week after. But what I want you to do is ignore the session reminder because it'll say on Monday, "Oh, come to your session tonight." So just note that you got to ignore that. But Stuart, how was everything tonight?
Good.
Yeah, I think we got through a lot, didn't we?
Sneeze up. It's there. Keep that finger on.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. The third finger is defiant. It's really defiant, yeah. Because you can look at your hands and tell your third finger to do something, and it won't do it.
Oh.
So I know what you mean. Paul, is that all right for you?
All good, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, cheers.
Excellent. Yeah, nice one. Plenty to be cracking on with anyway. So have a nice half term, gents. Hope you get a break at some point.
Yeah.
Normally people don't, do they? But
I'm off for 2 days.
oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. All right then. I will see you in a fortnight anyway.
Yeah, thanks
Good
a
to
lot.
see you both. All right. Take care.
Deb.
Bye-bye. Bye.